All right, it is June of 2017. We are with Marion and Hazel, and I'm Brett, and this is my brother Bunny. And we're at, I forgot here, Niyabisawa High School here in Kenya. And we're going to be giving some things to the ladies here, and then we're going to talk and ask some questions. So the first thing I'm going to give each of you, one of my students whose name is Anthony, he did a project. He made up a whole bunch of these. If you look here, they all have like a couple of pencils and pen. There's a sharpener. There's an eraser. He made all those up for you. So we're going to give you that, okay? And right now, let's put it right here for now, okay? All right. Then, each of you are going to get a plaque. So Marion, why don't you just actually look at this for a moment. Can you hold it? It's kind of heavy. You got to hold it. Okay. And Hazel, you take a look at this one.
Yeah.
So, this is telling you who is sponsoring you. So, Hazel, as I told you before, you're being sponsored. Here's your name. You're the recipient of the Education Equality Club of Bartlett High School. Yeah. These are some students at my high school who wanted to sponsor a girl in Dago, and they raised a bunch of money, and that's how you're sponsored. Yeah. So you have this plaque. There's your picture, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, don't scare me. Okay.
And Marion, is it?
And this is actually the high school, Bartlett High School. That's the logo. Okay. And now we're not going to leave this with you here today because I know you can't have it at school, but we're going to take it home and give it to your parents so you have it at home.
Yeah.
All right. And Marion, you are sponsored. Actually, this is a family. See, it says Carolyn and Kevin Fijian. They're a couple who lives in Delaware, a state in the United States, and they have sponsored you in honor of their daughter. That's their daughter's picture, Jennifer Casanelli. Okay, and that's a quote. It says, "Nothing can dim the light that shines from within." Maya Angelou. Do you know who Maya Angelou was? Probably not. She actually just passed away. She was a famous African-American woman, a poet, very smart. So you're going to have these plaques forever and ever and ever because that's who you get the scholarship fund. And I think you know the name of the scholarship fund, as you see in both of these, is the Bernard and Elsie Weiss Dago Scholarship Fund. Bernard and Elsie Weiss was Bunny and my parents. They were our parents. Okay, and when we started the scholarship fund, we named it after them. They passed away a few years ago. Okay, so why don't you turn around and show George in the video? Just show it to, turn around like this and show George so we can get it on the video, and then we'll put it on the bench in a moment here. Okay? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, and you smile. Are you smiling? Are you smiling? Gotta smile. Okay, gotta smile. Pretty. Okay, good. Okay, thank you. Let's put this over here. And come on, do me a favor. Just put that. Okay. All right. Now, the next two things are actually for Hazel, so bear with me here. Okay. Hazel, this is, you can't keep this here, but I want you. This is a sweatshirt. This is the Education Equality Club who is sponsoring you.
Yeah.
So I want to get you, maybe later we'll get a picture. So I want in the video, yeah, that's good. So this is the Education Equality Club from Bartlett High School that is sponsoring Hazel. Okay? All right. I can. Oh, do you smile? Was she smiling? Okay. All right. Thank you, Hazel. One more thing. The students at the Education Equality Club wrote some cards to you. And I put them in this plastic here to protect them. Yeah. And once again, I'm going to take this back to Dago. We'll see you next week back in Dago. We'll give it to you at your home. Yeah. And these are cards they wrote to you, you know, saying good luck on your trips to your new school because they know you're a new student here. Yeah. There's some really nice cards they wrote. What would be really nice next week is if you could write a card back to them thanking them for their card, and then I'll get it to them.
Yeah.
Okay? Yes. So, okay. All right. So now, let's get in.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, both girls here on Form 1. So let me ask you, Marion, we'll start with you. What's your favorite subject at high school? Like science, English, Kiswahili. What's your favorite subject? Real loud. Gotta be real. Like the I Love Ugali. Gotta be real loud.
My favorite subject.
Gotta be louder. Gotta be louder.
My favorite subject is history.
Is history.
History.
You okay, George? Okay. Why history? Why do you like that? Any reasons? What year did Kenya get its independence from England? Do you know what year? 1963. That's okay. All right, so you like history. All right, Hazel, how about you? What's your favorite subject?
I like English
Okay, English. Why do you like English best?
because I understand it most better than other subjects.
You understand it better? Okay, guys, stay loud. You guys stay
How
loud.
did you learn? How did you learn so much about
Yeah.
English at a young age?
George is saying, see, George can hear in his ear your voice. He's saying you got to be louder. So go ahead.
Yeah, I like English because I understand it better than other subjects.
How did you learn so much about English?
I liked it since when I was in primary.
So
Primary,
really, when
okay.
you were young, you liked learning English.
Okay. Well, good. Because that's, as you go through high school here, and we're hoping that both of you get to university, right? You're going to get to university, right? Yeah, okay. And then learning English and knowing English is very, very important. Okay?
Yes.
You're very smart because you know 3 languages.
Yeah.
Red and I only know 1 language.
And I don't know that one very well.
English.
And barely, yes.
But you know 3 languages. That's
And-
very impressive.
And most students at my school only know 1 language. Some know 2 languages, but most only know 1. So you have to be very smart to know all these languages. So that you should be very proud of that. Okay. All right. Talk a little bit about how life is different here at school, at high school, than back in Dago. How is it different? What are the differences? All right. Marion, you want to go first? How's it? Are the teachers different? Do you like living in the dorms here, or do you miss Dago? Anything? Well, we'll give Hazel a try. Hazel, tell us a little bit about how is life different here than back in Dago?
Okay, back in Dago. Back in Dago, we used to wake up not earlier than in secondary, but in a high school, now we wake up as earlier, not as Dago. Yeah,
Yeah, you wake up here. You're right at school already.
yeah.
Okay, so that's a big difference. Okay. All right. Any other differences?
How teachers teach is different from how teachers in Dago teach.
How is it different?
Here, teachers come early, they teach well. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Fine. All right. There are a lot of people in the United States who donate money so you can go to high school. And Hazel, we told you about the kids from the Bartlett High School.
Yeah.
And for you, Marion, there's a lot of other people who donate money so you could get this scholarship and this plaque. I'm going to ask, first up, Marion, I'll ask you, what would you like to say to the people in the United States who donated money so you can go to high school? Once again, try to say it loud and look at George. I know George isn't nice to look at, but try looking at him anyway.
I would like
Real loud. Could you come out loud? Like I love Ugali, real loud.
I would like to thank them because without their support, I would have not been in school.
Okay, thank you. Hazel, what would you like to say to the students at Bartlett High School about the money they raised to sponsor you? What would you like to say to them?
First, I would like to thank them very much because without them, I couldn't have been to such a school because this school is, this school is it is a high school, and without their support, my parents couldn't afford, and I could be in a minimal school.
Okay, thank you. How about fun? What do you like to do, Marion? When you just want to have fun, what do you like to do? Do you like to sing songs?
It's not eat ugali, right?
Or do you like
That's
to,
not fun.
is Ugali fun? Yeah.
Do you play music? Do you like sports?
Do you play football?
Music.
Music, okay. Could you sing a little bit for us? That's hard. That was probably a bad question.
I have a question for you. There's a famous man on your plaque in African history. Have you learned about Nelson Mandela?
Do you know who he is? Yeah. Who? Okay.
Tell us who Nelson Mandela is.
Well,
He's a former president of America.
Of South Africa?
yeah,
South
good.
Africa.
What was he famous for?
You're going to learn that more in history eventually.
Very known all over the world, Nelson Mandela. Do you know what he was famous for? Do you know?
It's okay. But why don't you tell us?
Hazel knows.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Go ahead, Hazel, tell.
Okay, Nelson Mandela, he led his country to independence.
Yes. And he spent a lot of time in jail. It was terrible. It was terrible what they did to him.
Yeah.
So good. We have one of our students from Dago is named Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, and he for Africans, for black Africans in South Africa, he created freedom
Yeah.
for them. They were, not treated well until Nelson Mandela got them human rights and really helped get South Africa to be a better country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hazel, how about you for fun? What do you like to do for fun?
I like poems.
Poems. Okay. Do you have a favorite poem?
Of course.
Yeah. Can you say it for us? Nice and loud so we can all hear. I'd love to hear the poem.
Okay, it's when we trained up to it, but we have not practiced for it for a long time.
Okay.
Yes.
Just try.
Can you try? Just try it. That's okay. Don't worry. If you mess up, no.
We won't know.
You know what? Bunny and I wouldn't even know if you made a mistake. Just try it. Is it in English or Swahili?
In Swahili.
Okay, that's good. All right, go ahead.
Mama, nimekosa nini? Mwanao kunikimbia. Umeniachia nani? Mwengine wa kunilea. Nimebaki na huzuni, sina wa kumdekea. Kinda ningali mtini, sina mama kunilea.
Good. Yeah, can you tell us, because, they know what you said. Bunny and I have no idea. Could you tell us a little bit in English what that poem was about?
Okay, it's about a child who is crying, and the child is saying that what did she do for her mother, that her mother is leaving her. So she's crying.
Okay. All right.
That's a good story.
And
Thank
she's
you.
preferring to be how is it called? Mtoto wa ndege. It's preferring to live in a nest of a bird.
Okay.
Yeah, rather than
Okay.
having a parent if a parent does not like her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good. Thank you.
That's great.
So let's go back, Marion, music again. This is this summer. I'm going to go see Carolyn and Kevin Fijian and get to meet their daughter Jennifer. Tell them what your favorite song is. Do you have a name of a favorite song? Or a favorite singer? Tell us. Nothing? No? It's okay. If you don't want to, that's okay. All right. Okay. All right. What do we do here? Let's just kind of finish up here. Is this video, do you know what YouTube is? Have you ever heard of YouTube? It's the way people see videos on the internet all over the world. So it will be on YouTube and lots of people will see this. Okay? And smile.
And we hope they'll help raise money for scholarships of other kids in Dago.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
why we want to spend time with you, so you can explain your
Yeah.
life and how much better it is.
Actually, Bunny makes a great point, because you realize most people in the United States, it's hard for them to understand what life is like in Kenya. And part of what we try to do is help them understand. You know, they don't understand the challenges that you have. And they love hearing from girls like you. They love hearing about your life. So in finishing this video, that a lot of people are going to get to see, what would you like to say to people who are going to see this video? Like, would you want to, maybe you want to tell them something about Kenya? Marion, what would you like them to know about Kenya? Like, it's a free country, right? Yeah. Okay. Hazel, how about you? What would you like them to know about Kenya?
Okay, I would like to tell them that Kenya is a country which has freedom. Yeah, it has freedom, and people don't fight. Like in the past, we understand that before Kenya got independence, our first president, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, fought for the independence, and we got it. And for now, we don't have any fight, and we live in peace. Even here at school, without peace, we couldn't have been learning here, because we could have been told even to go back home because of fighting. Yeah, because now Kenya it is a country which has freedom. We are now free to learn in a conducive environment.
Great.
Let me one other thing, Marion. I think it's important for young girls in America to hear you and Hazel. Just you're getting opportunities now as young women that you did not get in prior generations. And America was very similar to this a long time ago, and now young women are presidents of companies and run for president of the United States. And I think it's really special that you could be role models and leaders for next generation young Dago girls.
Yeah.
So that's really important that you share your story with girls that are younger with you and Dago.
Yeah.
Actually, and what good points Bunny makes, like when you're back in Dago next week, I think if you should go to the Dago primary school and talk to girls there and make sure they know that if they, you two work very hard, that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Make sure they know that if they work very hard, they could be at high school also. And you're a good example. Bunny used the word role model. You're a good example to them. So make sure they know that. Okay.
Just like Nelson Mandela was a good role model, you can be a good role model for young women.
Yeah.
Okay.
And men.
And men, yes. Well, and men need role models. All right. I think that's it. All right, George, thank you very much. You can turn it off. And